Didn't think I was gonna find out. Huh? Is that what you thought? If you were me, you wouldn't have found out because you're stupid. You guys are fucking stupid.
I have a gambling problem.
You have a gambling problem? Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Got a little greedy?
Sorry.
You're sorry. You're sorry. I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry.
It's starting. It's fucking starting.
Get back in your office, David.
I'm opening my mail, and it's a lawsuit. It's a fucking lien on the building. They're gonna close me down.
Maybe not fucking now, okay?
They're gonna know after this that it's fraud. I'm gonna go to jail for this. Get the fuck back into your fucking hole. Now!
Davey, you're doing a good job.
Tell me about this prison break.
You want to hear about this fucking prison, dog? All right, dude.
Tell me about the Fox show Prison Break.
Dude. All right, man. This place, by the way.
Describe to me the plot of Back to the Future.
This. You're just doing John Rambo, First Blood.
That's the life of John Rambo. Nah, that happened to me.
I didn't go to Vietnam.
You've done this, bro. You're always saying that shit about like the life of John Rambo is you. It's not you. It's a movie.
Yeah. No, dude. So this place, mind you, just shut down like 10 years ago. But the Nevada State Prison used to have a fucking casino inside of it. Run by prisoners, dude. Okay?
I don't believe you.
I swear to God.
Please describe.
Okay,
please give me some details.
This thing was built like in the late 1800s, I think, initially, and then there was like 2 fires that happened to it within like a decade, and just fucking.
Were standards?
Yeah.
Building codes not up to snuff, dude.
Just burnt to shit.
What do they call that? Ingress? Egress?
Egress, yeah.
Egress.
The egress windows weren't up to code, man.
Yeah.
No, so I mean, this place became super fucking notorious for just running this fucking thing, dude. But so the way this started,
for real money.
For real money, they had their own fucking chips, dude. 1 cent, 5 cent, 10 cent, 25, $1, $5. Let
me ask you a couple questions here.
Yeah.
So is this a casino that, like, the dealer is in handcuffs while he's dealing you blackjack and anybody could show up? Or is it for the prisoners?
Run by the prisoners, for the prisoners. The idea was to keep these guys distracted and not fucking...
That is the worst idea I've ever fucking heard in my life.
I thought so too. But hold on.
They're like, why'd this guy go to jail? I don't know. He robbed the casino.
Dude, this thing was... I mean, it lasted till 2012. So, I mean, this thing... Not the casino itself.
I thought you were going to say this, like, stopped in 1946.
Oh, yeah. The casino... So, look, here... So, the way it started, okay?
Okay.
So, it was built late 1800s. Into the 1900s, the fucking... the stock market crash of 1929 puts everybody in a fucking bad spot. So, it's turn of the Great Depression right there. Nevada was funding the building of the Hoover Dam, and they needed to generate revenue. Okay?
That's a fun fact.
So they're like...
Something they don't tell you on the tour.
They don't tell you that on the tour, buddy.
Yeah, man.
They're like, so how can we get a ton more money super fucking fast? So then they decide, look, we can get these fucking inmates to run a little casino, and it'll keep them off of the fucking violence track of some kind. And it ended up working. These guys were just gambling. You know, like, you don't have fucking money, and you have a steady job, a steady prison job. You have to go to your fucking prison job to go keep gambling, right?
How did that make the state money though?
Hold on.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry.
So this thing runs for like 30 fucking years, okay? Inmates can wager on, anything. Blackjack, craps, poker, gin, rummy, and even sports betting, okay? The theory was that the casino would keep the prisoners busy and out of trouble. One assemblyman, Howard McKissick, even suggested that gambling would prevent homosexual problems.
What?
Dude.
This guy, like... oh my God.
Yeah, dude.
Let me guess, dude. Boy Scout troop leader.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking neighborhood creep, dude.
Yeah, of course he was,
He's
dude.
sniffing people's hair like Joe Biden, dude.
He's taking
It's just like every bill he's got to bring up homosexual, and they're just like, dude, what is with Howard? What's his name?
Howard McKissick.
Yeah.
I think that's his name. Yeah.
Finally, one day they're like, just say you're gay, get it over with.
Howard McKissick's the fucking guy coming out of the playground bathroom like 15 times, and you're like,
Honey, I've got to go to the bathroom. 20 minutes later,
it's like
some sketchy dude in a fucking
he's just
a full leather outfit walks out. It's like, honey, what was going on in there? I was helping that gentleman. He was having some issues.
with his motorcycle. Okay, with his motor.
I was giving him advice on how to fix his motorcycle.
Meanwhile, what's really going on is he's just putting his foot underneath the stall next door, just like
Yeah, doing that fucking
tapping,
tap dance,
just
dude.
tapping right, dude.
Like it's the Minneapolis airport, dude. Who was that? Who was that fucking senator who got popped in like 2006? You remember that?
Yeah.
It's like, dude, in a fucking airport? That's bizarre.
Dude, that's apparently the place, dude. That's apparently...
I'm never taking a shit at the airport, dude. You ever been in one of those bathrooms? It's chaos.
It is chaos.
There's piss all over, dude. It's just...
Also, I just don't want to...
There's never hand towels. Like,
I just don't want to leave my shit anywhere there. Like, you go in, you're rolling in, so you got to roll, so your wheels are now covered in piss. You just need to accept that. Your wheels are covered in urine.
just remind me
from every nation on the planet.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you got to, like, I keep that thing by you, too, because you're like, someone could steal this at any fucking second. Somebody could steal it. So then you get it closer to your piss, and now it's fucking, spraying on your
splashback, dude.
Yeah, you're splashing back on your own shit.
Splashback, man.
And then you're just hearing fucking, some fucking...
This is what you're
Indian
hearing. This is
dude.
what you're hearing. Fucking men's shoes clapping on the floor, dude.
No, and then in
Fucking wingtips from your local state senator in Nevada. At fucking Sam Boyd International Airport.
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Next to him is just some dude from fucking Canada, just
who's literally he's just got to take a shit.
just taking a shit.
He's from Canada. Bud, your shoes in my splash zone. Dude, no, one time I used to travel with this old duffel bag all the time. And then one time I was taking a piss. I had to take a piss at the airport. This was after my last flight. Finally, I don't even remember where I was coming from. And I just set it on the ground.
Yeah.
Because it was so old. And the guy looked at me like, what are you doing, man? I'm like, oh, it's okay, dude. I'm throwing that thing away when I get home. Like, yeah, man. That's all good.
Yeah, it's... I mean, I think airports have to be the most disgusting places on the planet. You cannot clean it enough.
Yeah, there's no way. It's just kind of like, what do you want us to do?
Yeah.
We're going to do it once a week.
Has anybody ever thought of that? They have to be the most...
It's just fucking on a fucking a scooter. Not a scooter. What do you call those things? I can't remember. Never mind.
You could constantly have those Roomba fucking vacuums.
Yeah,
going
what's the
24/7.
big one you push and it buffs the floor and cleans it at the same time?
just a big buffer. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, but
You'd have to do that.
riding on the back just with this fucking super soaker, just squirting Lysol, dude. Just 24 hours a day.
Just spraying carcinogenic shit just as you can just go down just to cover the smell, dude. No, that
it's like hospitals. It's just like at some point it's bad to clean it to kill all the weak ass germs. You just got to bring in the hardcore shit like once a month to kill like
grandparents.
To kill like MRSA or whatever that fucking flesh eating fucking shit is, dude. You know what I mean?
You're gonna get sick at the airport or at the hospital.
Yeah,
And
don't go to the hospital. That's where people go to die, dude.
You're probably gonna get sick first from the airport before you get sick from the hospital.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, no, it's true, man. Your health goes down a couple points. Talk to me about this casino.
So, dude,
We went off on a fucking tangent.
Yeah. So
that gay senator.
This casino, not only is it a brilliant idea that runs smoothly with minimal fucking, I'm sure there was a couple times where fucking Mo owed some money and was like, look, dude, I'm gonna put in some extra hours at the fucking mill. And they're like, Mo, you gotta fucking,
So, could regular people come in?
Here's the thing. So, okay, this thing runs for like 30 years. Pretty clean, no issues. It gets to the point where people were coming in, like politicians. That would be the only people.
But like, just your guy off the street could come into the casino?
No. It'd be politicians pretty much bringing in their friends.
Like high rollers.
Yeah. And then they'd spend, way more money than any of the fucking inmates had. And then
That would be sick. Be like, we got a fucking casino in the prison.
exactly, dude.
What? What? No, you fucking don't, dude.
Yeah, dude. So, I mean, the thing just runs like a top, and then aside from that, then they finally, and mind you, these chips that they had, you can still find some, and they go for like $300.
That's the one cool thing. Looking all these various things up is just there's a lot of people out there who collect casino chips.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you run into that?
This is the first I saw of it.
Right.
My other ones are far, far darker than this story.
Right.
This was very interesting to me.
This is awesome.
was
So
interesting.
please continue.
I was just like, dude, a fucking prison that has a casino, and then it's run. I mean, there's photos, and it's just a guy with his fucking tag, and he's the fucking dealer at a blackjack.
It's just
table.
Senator Harry Reid.
Yeah.
Watch me take the warden's entire yearly salary in this fucking hand, dude. Be like, Warden, you pussy.
Yeah.
I push you all in.
Dude, just fucking cocktails being, they got fucking women. No, they didn't have any of that.
They didn't bring in hookers? Give me a break, dude. They didn't bring in hookers.
Oh my god.
First of all, when those people showed up, they cleared out everybody.
Yeah.
Except for like 4 blackjack dealers,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
That has to have been it.
Yeah. So then, I mean, this thing works great, but why was it fucking 1967 is when they fucking were like, yeah, we're done here, dude. Fucking Warden Carl Hocker, this fucking buzzkill from California, takes over the prison. And he's like...
Is he a church man?
He's a God-fearing man.
He was a church man, wasn't he?
He's a church man.
Yeah.
They assigned him to run the fucking prison, and at the time, the California prison system, they had different ideologies, man. But he's like, there's no benefit in maintaining a pro-gambling atmosphere within the prison. He's like, dude, it's been 30 years of this is running real smooth.
While I agree, it had track record speaks for itself, dude.
It's not like he was coming in the first year of this and being like, what are you guys doing? Are you out of your fucking mind?
So there were no issues?
I mean,
no major issues?
No major issues. I'm sure The article that I
Somebody
read.
had to have gotten stabbed.
Yeah, for sure, dude. The article that I read was just basically like, dude, this prison existed and it ran really smooth, and then this asshole showed up from California and was like, I think gambling, this is a quote from him, I think gambling in prison is a degradation, and it's certainly not constructive. And that was the fucking end of it. Then
Spoken like a true Presbyterian. Dude. Fucking loser.
What a fucking lame,
Fucking
dude.
buzzkill, dude.
Yeah. So he shuts it down, man, and then so he just shuts
You know, it
it
would have been
down.
hilarious if they rioted like the next day.
Oh yeah.
What?
I wonder. Oh no, that was 3 years.
So
before.
I do have a couple questions though. So
Yeah.
like, what money are they using? You said it was a money maker,
Yeah,
or
so
that's what it was intended for.
that's what it was intended for. And
Where are they getting this money? Where are inmates getting money from? Like,
Hold on, we might have to edit a little bit here
are
because
they giving people credit? Giving people markers, dude?
during the period of Great Depression, Nevada was funding the construction. It was okay. So then, Governor Fred Balzar signed Assembly Bill 98 into law, which was introduced after the stock market crash in 1929. So they needed to generate revenues from alternative methods. It was this ruling that saw Nevada State Prison take the unprecedented step of opening an inmate-run casino. Oh, dude, that's right. They call it the Bullpen, which is also the fucking sickest name
For a
for a fucking prison casino.
That's awesome,
We're going to the Bullpen tonight, boys.
dude. Did you see if this had ever been duplicated?
No.
That because like, of course it didn't.
No.
Of course it wasn't, dude.
The government was like, nah, dude. So, yeah, ran effectively over 3 decades, gambled on all sorts of shit. It was well known that gambling took place in the U.S. prisons anyway. It was figured in...
That's a great point. I did not even think of that.
Yeah.
They're gambling anyway.
So it was figured that a regulated venue would help to prevent more sinister forms of gambling taking place.
Dude, I did
within the
not
prison.
even fucking think of that.
That's what I was like, dude, this is genius. This is... Because initially I'm like, this is the worst idea of all time.
I know.
This is...
That's why I was
Everyone's
like-
gonna die. Everyone's
I was
gonna
like,
die.
well, this is dumb.
Yeah. The Bullpen had such a good reputation during its golden years.
This is the legalized drugs argument.
Yeah.
This is what that like.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
The Bullpen had such a good reputation during its golden years that even state officials and members of the local Kiwanis Club would come to enjoy a flutter. In other words, there was no feeling that this was a seedy or dangerous operation. Interestingly, the Bullpen even had its own form of currency. Coins in denomination of 5 cents, 10 cents, 50 cents, $1, $5.
Okay, that makes way more sense, dude.
And then, all in all, there were not much.
Chips were worth fucking nothing.
Yeah,
Like,
gambling
yeah.
tokens you can find in any regular casino. Today, casino tokens from the Bullpen are serious collector's items.
I bet.
Some of them
I
are selling
bet.
on
That's-
eBay for over $300 a coin. And then it goes into, what I just said about it closed. We're trying to replace it with constructive, wholesome activities that will contribute to a decent, healthful state of mind. Hawker said.
I mean, dude, I think that warden fucked up because like, that's fucking job training for some of these guys when they get out of prison, dude.
Yeah.
If you're in Vegas, like, all there is to do is work at a fucking casino.
Yeah.
Well, I guess not at that time, because it was what 19.
Well,
Wait, when did they end it? 1965.
1967.
So that was like when it started booming.
Yeah. The controversial decision
Yeah, but
saw...
a God-fearing man in '67, dude. He's not thinking that, dude. He's thinking these guys' souls need to be saved and all that shit, dude.
Well, dude, he was like, these guys should be fucking doing arts and crafts, chess, volleyball, ping pong. It's like, dude, get the fuck out of here.
Which, I mean, sure, but also, let's keep the casino, let's keep the prison casino open. Never thought I'd say that, dude.
Speculation was rife at the time that a prison riot.
You ever see like those movies like in the '80s where it's like save the community rec center, dude?
Yeah.
What if they made one? It was like save the prison casino,
That'd be sick as fuck.
and the bad guy was the new warden.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's got some teeth.
Yeah, dude. That's a
write that
fucking.
down.
That's,
That's
a
unbelievable.
fucking Adult Swim 5-minute idea, dude.
Yeah, dude. That's
Yeah.
pretty sick. Speculation was rife at the time that a prison riot caused by a disagreement in the casino had led to legislative
Okay,
issues.
well,
so there might have been.
now we're getting to the fucking reasoning. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could it happen again? To your question here, buddy. The U.S. government spends approximately $80 billion every year on prison running costs. It's food for thought that part of the money could be recouped in revenue generated by opening legitimate and regulated casinos. Yeah.
It wouldn't.
No.
But it would be cool.
It would be sick.
It's more cool than
not having a prison fucking casino.
Yeah, man.
A prison casino sounds amazing, dude. But ultimately, this prison...
That's a great name for a band, dude. Prison Casino.
Dude,
or like an album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But after 1967, it just became a fucking boring-ass prison. Officially closed its
Yeah,
doors.
just people getting raped and stabbed. And
Regular stuff. May 18th of 2012.
Warden Leo Glenn.
But they give tours as...
Oh, it's still like a...
Yeah.
Because they closed the prison, so they give tours and shit.
As the site of many executions, the prisoner's bloody history has also led to many people suggest the huge building is haunted.
Of course.
The prison was even featured on an episode of Paranormal TV show Ghost Adventures.
Ghost Hunters went
Ghost
there?
Adventures.
What the... That's
The
knockoff?
version, dude. Yeah.
What channel was that on? Does it say?
Fucking find out, dude.
Pull it up.
IMDb Ghost Adventures is on...
Are you... Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say imdb.com. I was like, what?
What is this on? Oh, dude, I've seen the clips of this, but I don't know what channel. This looks very Discovery Channel, dude. That's what it is.
Nice. Not nice.
So what do you got, dog?
Yeah, so I want to tell you about June 28th, 1997, dude.
All right.
It's Las Vegas. The strip is booming. It's a balmy 94 degrees outside, dude.
Is this what I think this is, dog?
It's what you think it is, man.
Yeah? Oh, shit.
At the MGM Grand, there's a fight going on.
Damn, dog!
It's fucking a massive fucking fight, dude.
Yeah.
It's Tyson Holyfield II.
Dog!
Fucking 16,000 people in attendance.
Holy
All
shit.
the big celebs, dude. Madonna.
Oh!
Eddie Murphy.
Oh!
JFK Jr. R.I.P., dude.
Dude, fuck, dog.
He's still alive, dude. He's coming
king.
back.
He's coming
Once
back.
RFK becomes president,
Yeah.
dude. I follow Q still, dude.
Yeah, RFK is going to get murdered, and then JFK is going to come back.
JFK Jr. is alive, dude. He's been living in fucking...
John.
John.
Oh, John.
All right, so this is a massive fight, dude. It's the rematch. Y'all know how it goes. Tyson claims he gets headbutted.
My defense is impetuous. Praise be to Allah, I'm going to eat your children. Yeah, man.
And so the next round just has a little snack on Holyfield's earlobe, dude. Gets a piece of it. Chaos fucking ensues, dude. Both of the guys' teams step in the ring. Cops enter the ring. It's a big... It's fucking chaos for like 5 minutes. Finally, the judges and the ref, Mills Lane, come to a decision that it's a DQ.
Yeah.
So the fight ends.
Yeah.
And what happens next is awesome.
What
So
happens next?
people immediately, 16,000 people are in the MGM Grand, just start boo, losing their fucking minds, dude.
Dude, how much do you think tickets were to that fucking
Like
fight?
the cheapest tickets,
Yeah.
$500.
Yeah. Yeah.
In '97.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
Jesus. I'd be fucking livid, dude.
Because it was what? It was the second or third round. I can't remember. I didn't look it
It
up.
was early. It might have been the third round. It might have been a little later. I can't remember.
I thought it was early in the fight.
Let's see.
But anyways,
Yeah.
so the fight's over. And, like, you know, there's been this bizarre ending to this third round. Yeah. So people forget, like, you know, there is no UFC at the time. There is no bigger spectacle on pay-per-view in the fight world for live events than heavyweight fucking boxing, dude. Especially Mike Tyson.
Yeah, this is
And the real
Super
deal
Bowl.
Holyfield, dude.
This is the Super Bowl, dude.
The hype was that big in 90. Like, people, you don't realize how big it was back then.
Yeah. That's so true, man.
And
That's
everybody in the stands is just out of their fucking. Dude, I'm gonna read you a quote in a bit here from this guy who's there. It just is like a fan. He's a radio host, and he's like, I got a ticket. He got a ticket from Tyson's. What's his old manager, Don King.
Oh yeah.
That's how he was like invited. He got like into the press box from
Holy
Don King.
shit, yeah.
Anyways, a whole nother thing. I'll read that in a bit. But anyways, so fight's over. 15,000, 16,000 people spill out into the lobby and into the entrance of the casino at the MGM Grand.
Yeah.
All fucking juiced up, pissed off. And I also mentioned, like, in attendance, there was a lot of celebrities. There was also a lot of gangbangers there.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of them.
Fucking
Like, a lot of them.
Freeway Ricky, dog.
Was he there?
He was there.
Tight. But anyways, apparently there was an altercation. Somebody shouted, "He's got a gun." And then, like, you know, those metal barrier fence?
Yeah.
One of those got pushed over. And they also think somebody dropped, like, a champagne bottle. And, like, at the same time, somebody shouted, "He got a gun." Then those two things happened. That's, like, the best guess of what happened. Because no gunshots were fired. It was
Heard.
Wow, the casino setting, these, dude. And we'll talk about that in a second, dude. People start fucking losing it, dude.
Yeah.
Because they're already pissed, and, like, not everybody's. This is like, imagine this, like, the first 5,000 people get out of the arena. Then somebody shouts, "He's got a gun." You hear something. Let's hold judgment on what that is. And then people start running
Yeah, dog.
in the MGM Grand. So here's what happens. People pour into the casino and just start turning over tables and just fucking starts taking chips. Like, it was fucking chaos, dude.
Yeah.
So the MGM Grand closes its doors for 2 hours because this is going on.
Which is a loss of, like,
Millions of fucking dollars.
Yeah.
Casinos never close.
No,
they're
dude.
open 24. Like, they make a point of it.
yeah.
So let me read you these quotes, and then I'll kind of give you the. I'm gonna read you two things here. This is me paraphrasing an interview. All right.
Yeah.
You forget how intense these big fights used to be. It's indescribable how excited you get. 150 to 200 massive celebrities were there. Serious West Coast gangsters everywhere. And when it happened, when they called the fight a DQ, fucking chaos ensued. It was like being on the Titanic. I mean, I was in the fucking press box, and I even pulled a guy over the fucking balcony. People just poured into the casino and started grabbing chips off tables. It was fucking insane. Thousands of people out on the strip. We saw this car pull up. A young black gangbanger pulled something out of an open window. Everybody thought it was an Uzi and hit the deck. It was a giant VHS recording, like a video camera. We sat out. We were guests of the hotel and had rooms there, but they wouldn't let us back into the casino for hours. And when we got back into our rooms, We turned on the TV, the news, to see what was happening, and we saw nothing. They didn't report on it.
Oh my god, dude! All I imagine is that dude pulling down the window when everybody thinks it's a gun. He's like, "Listen to my mixtape, motherfucker!"
Yeah, how fucking funny is that, dude? People were so freaked out, dude. All right, so here's the next quote I'm going to read. It's from a guy who wrote a book about the night. He was a Las Vegas journalist, and he was there. I recalled seeing a celebrity turn over a blackjack table in the casino and just start picking up chips. There were reports of gunshots in the casino. A colleague at the time, Joe Hawk, went with me to investigate. We didn't find a shooter, but I did run into a guy at a payphone who had a gun sticking out of his waistband. He didn't seem like he was a cop. I left and called my desk for another bank of payphones, blah, blah, blah. All right. So that was it. I just thought that was funny, dude. So, all right, so here's the aftermath. MGM, we were talking about chips before. They had to discontinue a bunch of their chips because so many got stolen that night. They said after a couple of hours, after they started letting people back in, they only had about 60% of their casino back up and operational. Yeah. And when they were asked to comment how much money they estimated they lost, they declined to comment. So yeah, that makes sense. That was what they didn't fucking tell you. No, the funniest thing to me about all that is the local news in 1997 didn't report on it.
Dude.
That is the funniest fucking thing to me ever, dude.
Oh my god.
And they were like, oh, the other thing was nobody got arrested.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Well, you know what happened?
Some other things might happen a couple weeks later. couple holes in the fucking desert. Whatever. Yeah. I don't care.
No, but
I've done it before.
The fucking
You're digging the holes this time. Remember, like I never digged the hole before.
The fucking the fact that people were stealing chips, and they basically were. Where else are they going to go with those chips? If you go back a month later, 2 months later, a year later, oh, we've been waiting for you.
That's why they discontinued, and I'm sure they were like high rollers who had they were like fine. Yeah, they're like imagine if this was like 2000s, it was like Topher Grace walks in with just a stack of like 4 stacks of high society, dude, of $100 MGM stolen chips. They're like, yeah, no problem, Mr. Gray. Let me get you set up with a casino manager, dude.
Oh my god.
Like they do it, fucking De Niro. Or no, what's his name? Don Rickles in Casino.
That's right.
Why don't we set you up with a bottle of bubbly and a casino manager upstairs to count that money?
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I do have a feeling they had identified a couple people on tape and were like, don't arrest anyone.
I wonder what the level of like security will be in the future of these casinos.
We'll get it back.
That
was the quote.
Yeah.
That the president said
of course,
that
dude.
they didn't print. He's like, we'll get it back. We know who they are.
The fucking I can just
God damn, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna see. Should we check the fucking audio?
It's fine, dude, for now, but we should think about closing these windows, bro.
Fucking kids, goddamn.
We gotta get a super soaker, dude. Damn, dude.
Yes.
Nice fucking breeze, too. You're gonna call the cops on him. He's right here, officers. This is the man holding the cocaine.
Oh my god.
Just calling the cops on a guy who sucks. telling them he has cocaine.
He got weed.
He's the one trying to give cocaine to children. This guy right here.
Oh my god. All right. Well, we fucking went way off topic there. Hold on.
Dude, that was it. That was all I had on the MGM shit, dude.
Okay. So,
yeah, man.
I'm wondering if I should go on
You
my
said a
MGM
fucking
shit.
peanut gallery, dude.
Yeah.
Jordan Peterson.
Then we come to the reasoning of why a mental institution and what it does. And that gets us to our next question. Why is it so damn difficult? That's such a bad impression. Okay.
It's better than mine, dude. Mine sounds like fucking.
What? What the hell are we doing?
Yeah. Tell him, dude.
We kind of started this one a little bit unorthodox because
Doesn't matter.
I know. Because I was gonna be like,
matter.
dude, because if we just talk about, can we just talk about casinos in general? And we can talk about, because I got the other things here. But
We
could,
but what would come of it?
but just how in all the little clips and articles that we were researching and shit for casinos, it's like, dude, so this is just money laundering 101. Like, that's how casinos basically work for.
Well, it's how not all of them, but it's how some of them operated for a long time during the casino boom in Vegas.
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Well documented.
And if you were gonna get into business where you're gonna have way more money than you could fucking present, it's like, we need to
Let's get the Teamsters to give the fucking Aladdin Hotel and Casino, the Dunes,
the golden
the
nugget,
Stardust, dude. Yeah, the golden nugget.
But all these casinos are just like, yeah, dude, we're gonna just we'll get in with some fucking mobsters, some fucking,
They could give a fuck. It was a fucking ghost town.
It's
dude.
business. It's businessmen wanting to be criminals, but they're just doing business with criminals. They're not fucking criminals. They're wannabe criminals.
No, actually, most of them were criminals also.
The guys, like an owner of a casino,
Benny Siegel and what's his name coming out. They were fucking part of the commission, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Meyer Lansky and Benny Siegel opened a casino. Fucking who I'm going to talk about later.
Open a casino.
He opened a casino, dude.
But like
it was just like, oh, this is like a legal way to do like what we're doing in other cities without like the hassle.
Yeah.
So let's all go there. Why would we not?
But also too, aside from that, regardless if it's, I mean, obviously there's criminal activity, but dude, casinos in general, I don't know if you've ever been a fan. I fucking hate casinos.
Depends. You got to be in the right mood.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm gonna go spend $100. I'm gonna spend $200. Fuck it, I'm gonna spend $200. But you gotta have that discipline. Otherwise, you turn into fucking, Davey Scatatori, whatever the fuck his fucking name is from The Sopranos. You know, who you heard at the top of the hour here.
Dude, I've had some runs at casinos, man. I've had multiple nights of multiple direct hits and roulette. Like, I've won money in, like, high-stakes video poker. I've had some classic money-making nights at casinos.
Let me tell you something, though. But the truth of all of this is that the casino is designed
to suck money out of your pockets, dude.
You're not meant to win.
The house has the advantage from the minute you walk in the door.
Yeah, and now even
for everything, it doesn't matter.
Even more so now that everything's like electronical, like the fucking slot machines. Dude, I don't know how anybody would ever trust that. Ever. It's a fucking computer. That thing's not designed to let you win.
They're not rigging those machines, dude.
I don't think they're rigged. No. They're not rigged. They're designed that way. The algorithm there is going to be like,
oh, well, it's just the odds are not in your favor no matter what.
Yeah.
It doesn't change because it's mechanical or computerized, man.
I feel like a mechanic.
You can't design the game to give you less odds just because it's computerized. You get what I'm saying? You're fucked either way, is what I'm saying. You're fucked either way. It doesn't matter.
Well,
but it's not worse odds because it's a computer. That's all I'm saying.
The way I see a computer program is that it's not random. They're gonna lie to you. It probably has.
It is random.
It probably says something like nominally random.
Do you know how regulated that shit is, dude? It is random. I'm telling you. Dude. That is. Because they know, dude. They have no reason to cheat. They're gonna win anyway. It doesn't matter. It does not matter.
Why not give yourself even more of an edge?
Why? Who cares? You're going to make billions. Who gives a fuck?
I don't know.
Just place them everywhere.
I just don't. regardless.
Dude,
of
that's the least of their concerns. Their concerns are the guy across the street. It's not about the fucking machine. They could give a fuck about getting an edge, dude, because that's a risk. If they had any sort of software advantage cheating on the fucking dude, they're fucked. That puts them out in the open. Like that's because it's so highly regulated. The whole thing is marketing. How do you get people in the door? That's the whole thing.
ass.
There you go. It's great. It's one of them.
But I just don't know how somebody isn't wired to be like, no, I'm going to go to a casino for money because I want to win money. Which there's lots of people who do that.
That's everybody's mentality. Yeah. I just told you that about a couple times where I had success at a casino.
Yeah.
I can also tell you 5 other times where I lost $200, $300.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I don't know. I just, after just looking at some of this stuff, because I was just like, dude, they're just designed to, like, people know
to suck money. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. That's the thing.
Exactly.
You know walking in the door that the odds are stacked against you, and you still walk in the door.
Walk in there like a fucking chimp in a dunce hat.
Yeah.
Dude.
Exactly.
God damn it, dude.
Do you want to know why? Because it's really fun. Gambling is really fucking fun.
Because when you get that banana, dude, you're like, I get to eat, dog.
Dude, you ever been in a fucking sports book, dude, while the NCAA first round of the March Madness tournament's going, and you're just going, Auburn! Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? I literally just yelled and stepped on my mic cord and fucking ripped it out. I almost ripped the cord in half, dude. What I was saying is you're literally sitting in a sports book yelling for Middle Tennessee State, a 12 seed, to beat Auburn.
Yeah. That's pretty
And you haven't watched a fucking game of college basketball all season. That's what Vegas is about.
I get sports.
Do you want to know why? Because the guy next to you said it was a lock. That's what Vegas. That's what the fucking Vegas casinos are all about. Fucking chicks bringing you free drinks.
Yeah.
Do they know how to treat losers? You get what I'm saying? They're like, dude, we don't give a fuck. You know how expensive all this booze is?
Yeah.
You're gonna lose everything. It's not worth the $500 in your pocket.
Yeah.
The $20 that we're gonna spend on these discount. Yeah, we're not bringing you Bushmills even though you ordered it, pal. We're giving you fucking well whiskey, dude. And it's gonna be Catholic whiskey. It's not even gonna be the Protestant whiskey that you ordered.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
No, but I get sports betting. Sports betting, I'd be like, if I were to do, more. If I can gamble a little bit. Like every now and then, I'll be like, we'll put $20, $50 on something, whatever the fuck. But then, when it comes to just a machine,
dude, I played. So the only machines I've played are high stakes video poker, which is high stakes meaning you have to bet. You have to come to the table with more than $100 because there's like video poker for like 50 cents, like super cheap shit. That's just like on the floor, but there's a specific room usually that will have the higher stakes machines, which not a lot of people play.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about. And it's not great.
Yeah, I can imagine it's not great.
It is fun though. Let me ask you something. Did you watch Army of the Dead?
Yeah.
The Vegas one.
Oh, yeah.
The latest. Zack Snyder.
The Chris D'Elia was going to be the helicopter.
I dug it. It's a stupid fucking movie, but I dug it. It's not the best thing in the world, but I had a good time watching it. You didn't think the zombies were cool or anything? You didn't think it was like kind of fun?
Zombies are kind of cool.
You didn't think any of the characters were good?
Weird? The locksmith character guy,
they made a second movie
about just that guy, right?
And I watched it, and it was terrible.
Oh, really? Yeah, and I'm not surprised they made a movie just about that because it was like, well, that's the only guy with legs in this fucking movie.
So while that movie's going on, like in the background on TV, is the Vegas zombie invasion. Just like on any of the TVs in the background of that movie, there's like news reports from Vegas. That's like the context of that movie.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah. That movie sucked. You know that guy directed that movie too.
The
German guy.
Whatever.
Also, hey, I thought that was Michael Jai White the whole time.
The
big guy with the chainsaw in Army of the Dead. The muscular black dude with the chainsaw.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was Michael Jai White the whole time. It's just a guy who looks just like Michael Jai White. And I was like, what the
Yeah. No, man. Well, look. If you go outside of Vegas sometimes,
Talk to me.
you can find some fucking pretty wild shit too, man.
Talk to me, man.
All right, man. So, 2017 in the Philippines. Okay, the fucking Philippines, dude.
When you said out of Vegas, I was like, talk to me about the holes in the desert. I was like, let's do it.
No,
All right, yeah.
dude.
Talk to me about. Talk to me. We're going international.
We're
Talk
going
to me. Talk to me.
international, dude. This fucking guy, he's got like government ties, some shit like this. He's in deep. He's getting in deep with the Sharks. He fucking owes somebody money, man. And
He's plugged in.
He's getting escorted basically. He's in the back seat of this car. There's this ex like security guards driving, and then some other fucking jamoke in the passenger seat. And there's a heated fucking discussion going on here. Okay, so then the guy in the back seat is our main character. Okay, he fucking.
What's the context of this though? Like, what's the setup? Who are these people?
I think they were trying to take this guy. I think it's like they're taking this guy to go fucking like kill him or pay his debt or take him somewhere where he's gonna bring us.
But who is he? Like, what?
He's a guy. He's just a guy.
Just a guy. This is just normal Philippine shit.
Yeah.
So shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
what we got. Yeah, okay. All right,
So
I got it.
He owes some money. He doesn't have the money. These guys are trying to fucking squeeze him. Okay.
Okay.
So fucking our guy in the back goes, you know what? Pulls out a fucking gun, kills the driver. The car fucking crashes. This fucking guy, there's security footage of him just crawling out of this car that just got into a car accident. The other passenger dude is fucking dead.
Because he fucking knew. He was like, oh shit.
Like this could be just the end.
2 seconds after he got in, he was like, I fucked up. And then luckily he had like a 380 on him.
Well, dude, he just had a gun on. I mean,
Yeah. It's Manila.
It actually is Manila.
Yeah, of course it is, dude. Of course it is.
So he fucking walks himself to the fucking casino, and he has, dude, mind you, okay, so he had this gun, he had a backpack with a fucking like M14, he's got fucking rounds on him, okay, so he's going into this casino.
Wait, whoa. Where he just picked that up off?
No.
He was like picking up goodies off
dude,
the fucking
whatever
security?
was happening with these three guys
Because
was
like
some scandalous.
Okay, please continue.
Well, this
Please,
guy
I'll ask questions later.
This guy was in deep with the Sharks, dude. I'm telling you,
Yeah, but go on.
All right. So, walks into this casino.
It's just John Wick details. Like, do you get what I'm like? I'm sorry.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
No, you're right.
I'm sorry.
No, you're right. So he walks in there with this fucking M14. He's firing off rounds in this casino filled with people, but he's not shooting at anybody.
Yeah,
He's clearing out the place, okay? Because he wants to fucking.
Because he wants to set up a John Wick type showdown. This is a script you've been reading.
Yes, dude. No, but he fucking clears out the place and starts pouring gasoline on all the tables and shit like that, dude. But and the Philippine people are not leaving. Here's the fucking kicker, dude. The Filipinos,
They're just like getting out of the way.
They're getting out of the way. They're like hiding within the walls of this, like, I can only fucking imagine as a poorly constructed hut So yeah, they're like hiding in the walls and the crawl space.
They're hiding.
I go, shut
the fuck up.
I go, of what I can only imagine is a poorly constructed third world cushion fort. So he's lighting these tables on fire, right? And the police are like right fucking there. They're the security.
Oh, I bet they were, dude.
They're fucking.
I bet there were plenty of police surrounding the casino because it's Manila.
So they're trying to fucking stop this guy, and you see all the security footage. He's just like firing off. All of a sudden, you see him get clipped, and he gets, and you can't tell where it is, but you can see, dude, he just survived a car wreck. He's limping. He just got shot. This place is on fire. There's fucking smoke filling up the entire fucking place.
Right.
He finally makes it to like a room. I don't know if it was obviously connected to.
He went to the hotel.
Yeah, it's obviously connected to the hotel.
Did he take the elevator?
Dude, I don't fucking know, man. But he's in some fucking room.
What if he did?
That'd be hilarious. So he makes it into this room, and the cops are like banging on it. They're about to fucking bust the door open, right? But it's fucking everything's in flames, okay?
Wait, so
not only the
is
casino,
he just lighting shit on fire?
He's lighting everything on
as
fire.
he's like, is he trying to kill himself? Do you think, or what's going on?
They fucking bust down the door after he locked it. He poured gasoline on himself.
Self-immolation.
Lit himself on fire. And then he fucking put a fucking sunroof in his head. And he was like,
damn, dude.
Dude.
Why go to all the trouble?
So look.
Why go to all the trouble?
Not only that.
Now I'm super confused.
Yeah, because he's trying to. Initially, what they thought was he's trying to rob this money to pay back whoever he owes.
Well, I want to know.
But while this place is on fire, those fucking dumb Filipinos.
Be specific.
That are hiding
Be
in the
specific.
The ones that are hiding in the walls.
Okay.
Don't leave because they don't know. They can't see if this guy's still fucking there. And there's so much smoke now that they can't see. 37 people dead.
What do you mean they're hiding in the walls?
Dude,
I should have asked you this before.
This is hilarious. This is more hilarious.
That's why I was like, are there fucking rat traps in the wall, like with cheese? Like I was like, I should have actually asked the question. What do you mean by hiding in the walls? That doesn't make any sense.
They're just hiding.
You said it was like shoddy workmanship, but this is a casino. Like, let's be honest. Even in less fortunate, less developed country like the Philippines, I don't believe that a casino would have a fucking just pile of workmanship attached to it,
dude.
Unless it was like a fucking one of those casinos,
It's one of those casinos. Yeah.
You know what I'm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm pointing at, dude.
I know what you're pointing at, buddy. Yeah, but 38 were killed, 70 were injured when a gunman caused a stampede, set fire to the casino table, slot machine.
All right,
dude.
I have to know, like,
what do you need to know?
Did they ever find out, like, what the initial dispute was about?
Okay, hold on. Look, nearly all the attacks, deaths, and injuries resulted from initial stampede and smoke inhalation from the fire.
Yeah.
Okay,
of course,
motive,
of course.
problem, gambling, and debt. This guy was a degenerate gambler.
So,
Jesse Javier
all right.
Carlos, a debt-ridden former
Also,
former
I love the fact that everybody in the Philippines is Asian, but they just have Spanish names
Hell yeah, dude.
and giant tits. It's hilarious to me, dude. It's just like,
Oh, dude, that's the other thing. They also thought this was a fucking ISIS attack when it happened.
when did this happen,
2017.
dude?
While initial
All right,
suspicions strongly pointed
ahead,
toward
go
a
ahead.
terrorist attack with affiliates of the Islamic State claiming responsibility, representatives of the Philippine National Police consistently maintain that the motive was robbery.
Dude, there's no Muslims in fucking the
Dude,
Philippines.
that's what I'm saying, right?
That's not what's happening.
They identified
That's so far from Boko Haram, dude. Give me a fucking break, dude. That's not what's happening. You know what I'm
yeah. The lone gunman was Jesse Javier Carlos, a 42-year-old Philippine citizen, former employee of the department.
Jesse Javier Carlos.
Yeah.
Asian as they come, dude. Fucking Carlos is his last name. The Philippines is so hilarious to me, dude.
He worked with the Department of Finance.
Okay, so wait, he worked for the fucking government, or did
Yeah.
he work for the Department of Finance at the casino?
No, Department of Finance.
All right, so what did they ever tie who the initial people in the car were back to him? Like, did they ever figure out who those? Because he lit it on fire, right?
Yeah.
Did they ever identify those bodies? Did they ever figure out what was going on
Let
there?
me see it. Hold on.
Because that's like what I want. Like what
That beginning.
What
is
the
wild.
fuck happened?
Yeah.
You were obviously getting driven out to the fucking Everglades to be fed to the gators, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's obviously what was happening.
Yeah.
And you fucking pulled out a 45, dude. Like,
Carlos was an avid gambler, often betting large sums of money, and cited his gambling addiction as the primary reason for his mounting personal problems' eventual motivation to rob the casino. He actively participated in cockfighting, betting since 2006.
Jesus, dude.
Where he bred and sold fighting cocks at his farm. To further his gambling ability, he sold his farm in 2016 for half of the asking price of the 10 million pesos, which is around 200,000 US dollars.
They call their money pesos?
Of course they do, dog. It's the Philippines. Javier Carlos Gonzalez.
Are you serious? I honestly didn't know that. That's bizarre.
Or Javier, what's his fucking name?
Wait, hold on a sec. Does Spain call their money pesos?
No, I think that's...
Then why the fuck would they call their money pesos?
Dude, fuck if I know, man.
That is bizarre to me.
His habits also led to his separation from his wife, 3 children, for their attempts to sell off private possessions. Carlos said reportedly owned an M4 rifle that he used in the attack, reportedly as a status symbol during his ownership of the fighting.
I'm sure it was at the range, dude.
And unsuccessfully attempted to sell the firearm to the barangay chairman of Darasa in
What does that mean? Who is that?
Dude,
Is that another casino?
no. Who knows?
Is it link attached to the name? Who's
Barangay. What is a barangay? Historically referred to as barrio, the smallest administrative division in the Philippines.
Oh, it's like local government shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're alderman.
Yeah.
All right.
This is fucking this is Chicago alderman shit. This is hilarious.
Carlos eventually...
He was like, "Do you want to buy my M4?" He was like, "No, dude. Get the fuck off my doorstep." And he like shushed him. He's like
throwing his fucking hand at him.
Yeah, dude. Did one of those.
Carlos eventually developed an addiction to gambling in casinos in an attempt to repay his
he
debt.
eventually did, huh?
Yeah, from cockfighting. He was known to have been a high roller, regular at various casinos until Peg Core.
Well, you know what we learned tonight, folks? Cockfighting is the gateway drug
Yes.
to killing a bunch of people in a casino.
Yes. At the time of the attack and his
Oh,
death,
shit, man. I'm sorry.
Carlos had accumulated a debt of 4 million pesos.
Holy fucking shit. Are you
I mean,
kidding
that's
me?
80 G's.
Is that it? He burned down a casino and killed a bunch of people for 80 for an amount of money he could file bankruptcy for.
Yeah.
Are you joking?
In addition to other non-bank related debts. Oh, I mean, I think that might be the kicker there. Other non-bank related debts.
All right, if you tell me like this was the least amount of his gambling problem,
Yeah.
I understand. But he's cockfighting. How much money could he be in debt for? This is off topic, but I'm gonna cut this out for later. But we have to do an episode about the family in Pennsylvania that was like hijacking stuff, like high end like burglaries in rural areas, and the father ends up killing his sons to keep, to shut everybody up.
Oh, my God.
And they made a movie about this in the 80s with Sean Penn and Christopher Walken. Great movie at close range. We gotta do an episode about that actual fucking thing.
Kills his own sons.
Yeah. Wow, dude. So that's fucking nuts, man. Like,
Yeah.
what does this guy fucking think? Like, dude, I've never been to the Philippines. I didn't think it was that fucking bizarre because, like, that's a bizarre thing even for the Philippines. It had to have been. This guy is in debt $80,000, and he burns down the casino that he's in debt to. Kills a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And also, if you're gonna give a guy a fucking moonlight drive, dude, like, you don't check him for fucking guns.
I mean, that's
You get what
true.
I'm saying?
It's true.
It all just kind of seems bizarre to me.
But it's also small enough, you know. That place is just small enough and not fucking.
Dude, do you know how many people live in the Philippines?
No, but I mean, it's not like, dude. I
Come on.
doubt that place.
Come on.
I doubt that place is if he's in debt $80,000. What is that casino making in a day?
That casino is crushing.
That casino's making $80,000 a day.
No, that casino is making like as much money as where we live. That casino.
The Resorts World Manila
At a minimum.
Resort. Oh, now the Newport World Resort.
If it's a public company, they'll tell you what the fuck the revenue was, man.
I mean, it's open now. Holy fuck, dude! This place is huge.
Manila is fucking massive.
1,500 rooms, total gaming space, 323,000 square feet.
Look up the population of Manila. It's at least 15 million. 15
million?
The metro area is at least 15 million.
You're out of your fucking mind, dude.
I'm telling you, man. I said
Yeah,
100.
dude, you're out of your mind. 1.78 million.
Look up the metro area. It's like the whole fucking country. That's what I'm saying,
It's
dude.
13 million.
Yeah. Yes, dude. That's what I fucking thought, dude. It's essentially the whole country is right fucking there.
Metro Manila has estimated population of 13.48 million people.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying.
It's
like Houston. It just keeps going.
Dude, that's fucking insane. It is the second most populous and the most densely populated region of the Philippines. Also the 9th most populated metropolitan area in Asia.
Yeah, other than like Indonesia, which is fucking insane.
How do we sustain Earth?
All right. So that was pretty good.
Yeah.
It's my turn, huh?
Yeah, dog.
Dude, this could be. I'm gonna cut this down as much as I can, but I also want to kind of give context to the whole thing. This could be its own fucking episode.
Okay.
I'm talking the Binion family of Las Vegas.
Okay, yeah.
And I'll just cut to the shit. I'll cut to the end. So, how it ends is the family, the kids who take over from the dad who starts the casino, engage in a 10-year battle in court to decide who, gets it. And eventually it goes to the youngest daughter because everybody underestimates her, but also she has a scumbag husband who's on the fucking blacklist, who's really running the show. Ooh, and she ends up buying everything.
Yeah.
So that's how it ends. It all goes to the youngest daughter. This fucking empire. It's really not an empire. It's just a very profitable casino.
Yeah.
The Horseshoe in Vegas. It's on the old part of town.
Yeah.
So the beginning of this is fucking
Oh yeah. Yeah. You know.
Binion, dude.
Yeah.
I think nowadays they have another casino called Binion's on the Strip.
Yeah.
But anyways, so he was born in like the early 1904, I think. Mm-hmm. He's one of the legendary.
Billy B.
We were talking about kind of the beginnings of Las Vegas. He was a part of the rise.
Okay.
You know, the mafia moving in, him moving in, because this guy was a fucking gangster.
Okay.
This guy started running booze and prohibition.
Tight.
Okay. Obviously gets arrested a couple times, moves on to the gambling side of things. So he's from Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
He moves on to illegal lottery, illegal casinos in the 20s.
Full blown. This is an
Yep.
illegal
So illegal casinos, like full
underground speakeasy.
Yep.
Type. Yep.
in the 1920s in Dallas.
Harlem Nights type fucking.
You nailed it. You nailed it.
Yeah.
The policy game, which is illegal casino, or I'm sorry, illegal lottery. It's all the same shit. The numbers, the racket, whatever you want to call it. So he gets into all that.
Yeah.
And there's also actual illegal casinos which have table games and shit, whatever. So eventually he just takes over Dallas.
Long story short, takes over Dallas. Yeah.
Benny Binion, dude. By the way, awesome name.
Yeah.
This guy carried a 45 on him till the day he died, by the way.
Tight as fuck, dude.
That's all. Some stopping power. That's all I'm saying, dude. Like, it's just, maybe for dinner, bring the 38, dude.
Yeah.
The 380, whatever. Anyways, so eventually he takes over all of, what I just mentioned, all of the casino. His whole thing was here's what he would do. He was a charmer, dude. So he'd get in with the police, he'd get in with the politicians, bribing everybody, dude. So, all right, so he'd go to your game and he'd go, all right, so you got a craps game going here. You give me 40% because I'm a new partner. And they'd be like, Benny, like, I respect you, but go fuck yourself. And you'd be like, okay, cool, man, no big deal. Next day, crooked cops would raid his place. Game is shut down. Benny owns 100% now. He offered to cut the guy in. He said no. Now he owns 100%. He just sets up shop the next day. So he takes over Dallas this way. He's got the illegal lottery. He's got all the illegal casinos. Kills a bunch of people along the way, allegedly. Then he moves into Fort Worth and does the same thing. Basically, he's the biggest. By the early 50s, he is the biggest gangster in Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Yeah.
Eventually, he sees what's going on in Vegas. Mm-hmm. Sees Benny Siegel and fucking What's-His-Nuts moving out there, and he goes, oh, yeah. I think I'm just going to grab all my money and just take a percentage off of this because I want to do something new. Let's see if we can make this legitimate. Has a couple false starts with a few places.
Jesus, yeah.
The Las Vegas Gambling Club and a couple other places. And then he just goes, he buys this hotel and restaurant and turns it into the Horseshoe, which is still in the old fucking part of town, still mainstay.
Yeah.
Might be called something else at this point. But so his whole thing, how he makes it big, he goes, no table limits.
Yeah, that's one way to do it.
But you either bet big your first hand. You can't, if you want to go no limit, you can't go higher than whatever you bet your first hand.
Yeah.
So if you're a high roller and you come in, you bet 50,000, and then you start getting hot, you want to bet 100,000 later, can't do it because you only bet 50,000 your first. So it's basically like a rule to reel in the whales.
Yeah.
Like, if you were getting hot, you can't go over what your first bet was.
Yeah.
So, like, he starts doing these small innovations. By the way, when he said no table limit, he got death threats from every other casino on the strip.
Of course, dude.
But again, this guy carries around a 45. Like, he's a fucking wild card.
That place is still standing today. It's open right now.
The Horseshoe.
Binion's Gambling Hall and Hotel.
Yeah, it's called something else now. I was going to say, like, it's still an old town and everything.
Yeah.
So anyways, his whole thing, he had a bunch of other innovations, like $2 steaks. He was just trying to get people in the door. And his whole thing was like, his counterpart across the street was Steve Wynn You remember I was telling you about Steve Wynn? So Steve Wynn is like, how do we add more to like the hotel experience? Like blah, blah, blah. Like, let's bring in an entire Swedish massage company. And they're just going to be in our fucking hotel for the high rollers. And Binion just be like, yeah, Steve, that's fucking weird, dude. I don't even have a fucking hotel. You're wasting your fucking money, you asshole.
Yeah.
He's like, but if you want to put up a hotel, they're going to come to my casino and not fucking yours, dude. They're going to stay at your hotel. They're going to come to my casino.
Yeah.
That was like his whole attitude. And also, again, he's just bribing motherfuckers left and right.
Yeah.
All right? So this is this guy. He's part of the original Vegas crew. The original Vegas guys who were successful.
I mean, they were successful for...
No. They were successful for a while.
Yeah, but they were scumming people around, getting...
That's what the town is, though, dude.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Dude.
Yeah.
It's scumbags owning businesses.
Millionaires.
Calling themselves
businessmen and...
I don't like your kind. Like, do I got to do the fucking Godfather 2 speech from that fucking politician? You come in here with your oiler hair.
Yeah. Right.
This guy was just like a good old boy from a shit kicker from Texas. Who just like came up different.
Even in Casino, you remember Casino, that cowboy who kicks up his feet or some shit like that?
Fuck that guy. That guy deserved to get his ass beat.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
But that was like this guy, except he was from Texas. And he's like, I like my money.
Yeah.
$2 steaks for the fucking group.
Yeah. You ever heard of John Gruden?
Hoorah. Hoorah.
You ever heard of the Gruden family? Those guys are tougher than a $2 steak.
You ever heard of North Dallas 40?
Yeah. You ever heard of Spider 2 Y Banana?
Spider 2 Y Banana. Kick it up. No. So anyways, all right. So this is not even what I want to get into. I want to get into his son.
Okay.
So
Benny Binion's son.
Benny Binion's son, Ted.
Ted, okay.
This is what
Teddy Binion.
British gangsters would describe as a fucking live wire, mate.
British gangsters like
Fucking live wire, mate.
British gangsters like Harry the Hatchet, Flat Top,
Bowtooth Tony.
I don't got it, Tony. I don't got it.
I don't got it, Tony.
Oh my god,
That's great, dude.
God, I'm dying here. It's hot as fuck.
No, I understand.
All right, they're closing the door.
I understand. So here, I want to talk about this guy's kid because this guy comes from such a distinct. He's one of the unique founders of the Vegas casino groups. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, born from fucking blood money, all those places. Yeah. This guy was no different. He's just not a fucking Jewish or Italian gangster from the East Coast. Like he was from Dallas, Texas. I found this very interesting. Yeah. So, anyways, his son, Ted, fuckhead that he was. Your son, fuckhead that he was, left his ID at the crime scene. No, so Ted is chip off the old block.
Died of dysentery. Hey, give me the watch. He hit it in the only place he could. His ass. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
I'm trying to go. 7 years. 5 years I wore this thing up my ass.
Anyways.
Yeah.
War ends. I get sent home. All right. So his son, fuckhead that he is.
Yeah, yeah.
He is a chip off the old block. He's just like his old man, but he hasn't done those things. He's a carbon copy.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a rich kid.
He's a Vince McMahon.
He's kind of a Vince McMahon, but Vince McMahon pulls the act off.
Yeah.
This guy was more just like, ah.
Yeah.
Also, one thing I did want to say that I almost forgot. So, Benny, the original guy. he had so many enemies. So many people tried to kill him over his lifetime. The one that I thought was hilarious was his former partner in Dallas. He was a pilot. He had fucking Cessnas and all this bullshit. He buys like a World War II attack plane, like a bushcraft, or a World War I plane that they were driving over the trenches and dropping petrol bombs onto. He buys one of these fucking things.
Yeah.
And he loads it up with bombs. And he was going to drive it to Vegas and blow up Benny Binion's mansion with his whole family inside,
God, dude.
He loaded one up with an incendiary bomb. And it's described as an incendiary bomb, which this was the late 60s. I can only assumed meant fucking napalm. What else does that mean, man?
Yeah, yeah.
And then the other one was supposed to be a direct hit, giant explosion.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, this guy, his former partner.
Yeah.
He just bought the property, and the sheriff's department didn't verify the sale or anything, or something it was something weird with the sheriff's department where they were like, this guy just bought this property and we haven't been out to verify it or whatever. So the sheriff's department is driving out of the property, and they see this guy loading up incendiary bombs into a World War I era fucking
You're
airplane.
fucking kidding me?
And they're like, boy, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Immediately grabbing for the gun. The guy went for his fucking rifle, and the sheriff blew him away, dude, and shot him 4 times.
Oh, my... Dude,
Benny Binion should have died by napalm. That's what I'm fucking saying. So many people wanted this fucking guy dead. Apparently, it's just wild. We got to do a whole episode.
Yeah.
So his son, it gets fucking wilder. His son, fuckhead that he is, he's a heroin addict. He's a booze hound. So Benny is I drink, I get it.
business first, though.
I'm involved in this world.
Yeah.
I understand, but I never indulge in that side of it.
Yeah.
His son, on the other hand,
The reverse. Of course he is.
he's a heroin addict, but he's competent.
He's the Hunter Biden, dude.
He's competent.
it's-
He's like Hunter Biden.
It's just tough, dude.
He's like Hunter Biden if Hunter Biden got in the mix and actually made an impact.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
people like this guy Ted,
Yeah.
his son.
I bet you Hunter's...
They're
a
you're
great-
actually good at this, man.
I bet you Hunter Biden's a great time, dude. Just a great hang.
I doubt that, dude. He sounds like a complete fucking dude. It sounds like he passes out. Sounds like, dude, he sounds like one of those guys who 30 minutes in. and
I'm just gonna nod off, dude.
He's had that much vodka. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like a pint of vodka. And
Yeah.
you're dude, that was for all of us. What are you doing?
It's I'm just gonna
He's you guys are fucking.
hit this chat room and then nod off, dude. All right?
He's God, you guys are fucking.
Dude, don't look through my laptop if I pass out.
It's dude, don't quit. Stop stealing my laptop. You're what laptop? He's just dropping them. He's dropping them on purpose. There's not porn on there.
Dude.
What?
Dude, don't look at my CP on there, bro. All right? It's for me.
Anyways, so this guy's basically if Hunter Biden. All right, so a Madden rating of Hunter Biden is a 54. Massive liability.
Yeah.
This guy, Ted, is a 73.
Yeah.
He's got a couple super high attributes.
Yeah.
Locker room quality,
That's
super high.
That's
dude.
a great dude.
His locker room
Spot
quality
on.
is super high.
Yeah.
But then they're dependency on substances is a 1, barely above dying.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just brings his score down. He
But,
would,
hang
he
with
would
the
be
boys?
he would be an 87 otherwise. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Whereas his dad is 95.
Yeah.
And the only thing holding him back is people want to kill you. That's at a 1. This is the Madden ratings
Yeah.
of fucking Ted Binion. So, anyways, he's and his brother, by the way, his brother Jack is the brainiac guy. He's the accountant. He's running the business, whereas Ted's the face because their father background that he has, he's lost and gained his casino license several times. So the family has to step up on those occasions, and his sons do that. So Ted is like the face.
Okay.
And of course, he starts associating with the mafia.
Of course he does, dude.
Because it's the fucking 70s and the 80s. And of course he is, dude.
Jesus Christ.
And he doesn't understand. Like, he thinks like they're bribing like the county clerk. Do you like what Ace Rothstein was calling it?
Yeah.
Is that him?
That's Teddy right there.
That's Teddy right there, buddy. So, fuckhead that he is.
Yeah, no shit.
He loses his casino license.
Yeah.
Gets it back. Loses it again. Now it's like 86. His wife has left him at this point. She's like, dude, you've been strung out for 25 years. Like, I'm leaving you. I'm sorry, man.
Oh, dude.
Fuck, dude. My fucking wife left me, dude. You kidding me, bro?
Yeah.
So, this guy loved going to strip clubs, obviously.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, how could you not? It's fucking, you're a fucking casino magnet in Vegas.
Where his dad is probably about at a 70 for strip club, discipline. Our guy fucking Teddy's at.
He's like a
fucking
15, dude. His Madden rating for strip club discipline, he's like 15, dude. He gets kicked out all the time.
She
dude.
fucking said she loved me, dude, all right?
Well, it's pretty much what happens.
Oh, goddamn.
All right. I had to pull this up because I wanted to get this girl's name right.
What, Chastity?
Sandy Murphy, a.k.a. the Irish Venus.
Holy shit.
She's half his age. First time he saw her, he got like a private dance. They put like $10,000 worth of cash in front of her. She picked it up and threw it in his face. And he was like,
Fuck, that got me so
he
hard.
was like, I fucking love you, dude. That's literally what happened.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
So, long story short, he's a fucking 55-year-old heroin addict.
Yeah.
And he has millions of dollars. Here's the other thing. I forgot about this. He has a coin. You know those fucking nerds who have coin collections?
Yeah.
This guy has a coin collection worth like $8 million. And they store it in the family casino's vaults.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah. So that's the other thing. So she's hearing all of this and she's like, this guy is a fucking mess. Like, eventually they get close. You know, she fucking grinds him till she passes out. She's like, oof. They go fucks like, you know,
Yeah.
an actual dude
seven
her
of his
age.
best friends.
No, like an actual dude her age, like who's 25 or whatever.
Yeah.
She's probably like 22 at the time.
Yeah.
Long story short, we're pushing way into the future here. The court, because Benny Binion dies, the old man.
Yeah.
So the family is in court battling.
Yeah.
Who's going to take over? They're like, well, Jack and Ted are the guys.
Yeah.
Jack does not have the charisma to run a fucking casino in Vegas.
Yeah.
Ted's a fucking mess, but he's the guy.
Yeah.
Whereas the youngest sister was like, my mobster husband and I, who's blacklisted, we're not going to say shit. They didn't say shit the whole time and eventually took it over. But anyway, so here's the thing.
The long game, dog. The long game.
Eventually, he like declares his love for this stripper. And while this is going on, he's like, I need to amend my will.
All to her.
So here's what happens. He loses in court. It goes to his sister, the business. He still has money, but they're like, you cannot have any part of the casino because you're not an owner and you've lost your casino license. So that $7 million worth of coins that you have, it has to leave. You need to find a new home for that because that's a stipulation by the government for your sister to take over. And I'm a fucking judge and fuck you. So here's what he does. He hires a fucking company. And this company is through a friend. But the friend is the secret boyfriend of his stripper girlfriend.
Oh, dude, this is brutal, dude.
So they set up a fucking 10 feet concrete vault on like a main road. So like you could always see who's coming in and out next to two businesses. But the walls were so thick that like they constructed this massive vault. And they they put the $8 million worth of coins in this vault. So the coins are actually safe. It's just very funny, like how it happens. All right, so the next part is, after that court case, he amends his will, removed everybody except he kept his kids in, gave them like the $40 million or whatever. Did the right thing.
Yeah.
But he gave $500,000, his house, and all the contents in it to this stripper, who he's been with for like 5 years now. The Irish Venus.
Oh, my God, dude.
Okay, so I told you he was a heroin addict.
Yeah.
So one day, his family members get a call. He's overdosed. And they were like, what? Dude, he's been a junkie for 30 years. What do you mean he overdosed?
Yeah.
And they were like, the cops were like, that's what the coroner said. And they were like,
Fell into the Venus trap.
and they were like, bitch, shut the fuck. Like, they're like, we fucking hate our brother Ted, but like, we're not going to let him go out like this.
Yeah, yeah.
So they hired Vegas private investigators.
Dog.
All right. So Vegas private investigators get phone records from. Remember, I mentioned she had that boyfriend, the stripper,
Yeah.
who built the vault.
Yeah.
They find the phone records back and forth between the two. They find that she has tried to amend his will and get it like. I don't remember a bunch of. She's tried to do a bunch of shit in court where they were just like, "What?" She tried to get his insurance policy added to the will after he died, and they were just like, his insurance policy was like $2 million or something. So they're like, "What the fuck is going on here?" And this was just a private investigator, just like asking people at like the fucking county clerk's office. And they're like,
Oh, my God.
"Oh, fucking Ted's file? Yeah. I'll tell you what's going on. That fucking whore walked in here earlier. Fucking Venus flytrap, whatever. I don't know. Anyways, here's the paperwork. What's your name?
Sat on this hot-ass leather.
Oh, you don't work for the sheriff's department? You look like you did. That's why I gave it to you. Please don't tell my supervisor. Even if you did, this is Ted shit. Fucking get that bitch. You know what I mean?
That bitch walked in here, sat on the leather couch, hot on a sunny day in Texas.
Fucking let the-
smells like she's frying fish, if you know what I mean.
fucking snail trail on my fucking leather couch. Embarrassing. No, so she's she's trying to fucking amend his will after he's dead. So basically what happens is coroner changes it. They're like, it might be a homicide.
Yeah.
So now Las Vegas PD murder police get involved.
Tight.
They determine that this is most likely the scenario. And by the way, they were both tried and found guilty. This is most they didn't know exactly what
The
happened.
Venus and the boyfriend.
Yes. They didn't know exactly what happened, but they caught them trying to escape town. They caught them, the chick trying to do a bunch of shit with his will after the fact. So on the day of that he was reported dead, she called the housekeeper at like 6 a.m. and said, Ted's not feeling well, don't come in. Then there was another appointment. I forget what the appointment was later in the day. It was something like to do, one of Ted's appointments, she called the guy and said, he's not feeling well. He's not going to make his appointment. Later in the day, when multiple people were like, hey, for a junkie, this guy had a lot of appointments. Like, multiple people were like, hey, what the fuck's going on? Like, so they couldn't hide it any longer. They figured she was like cleaning up the apartment while this was going on. So, and their family, because apparently they were tight, they talked every day, even though they were fighting in court. They were like, what's going on? What the fuck's going on? And she's like, I think he's dead. Like, she finally breaks down and does the whole thing.
Yeah.
All right, so they have recorded or not recorded. They have like 30 phone calls between all this, between the boyfriend and the chick.
Oh my god.
All right. Here's what they think happened. They think he was passed out because he was drunk or whatever, or nodded out. They think the guy handcuffed him to something because there were like marks on his arms.
Yeah.
And he woke up and struggled and was like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" And they gave him a hot shot.
Ooh.
And fucking just watched him die.
Jesus, dude.
But here's the funniest fucking part. So later that day, the boyfriend who built the fucking tomb where he had all those coins, he brought a fucking construction crew there with like a big, what do you call, like a...
skid loader.
And boom! It went right into it. And started unloading it. And the neighboring businesses called the cops because they're like, "What the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, this is..." They were literally right next to it. He put it specifically next to two... on a main street next to two busy businesses. So if anything like this would happen, people would notice.
Yeah.
And they did. They called the cops immediately.
Oh,
they're like, "Hey,
God.
what the fuck are you doing?" They're like, "No, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay." So they're both in jail. One, I think the guy went to jail for life. The chick is out.
The Venus.
I'm sorry, dude. That took fucking forever.
No, that's good.
But
That's
that was
interesting as fuck.
That was Ted Binion, man.
That's amazing, dude. That's half a casino.
That's half a casino
The
right
Nero
there, dude.
falls for that fucking whore who has the.
I don't know. I
fucking
think
voice.
she got in with bikers. There's just like that quiet scene where she just dies in a hallway.
You're lower than a dog. God damn, dude. Yeah, that was fucking insane. That's an insane story.
And that's just Ted Binion. I didn't even touch Betty Binion.
I saw the picture of Betty.
Did I tell you about the part where the guy bought a World War I plane?
And used, I don't know, napalm?
He wanted to blow up him and his family, dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, that should be a movie. It honestly should.
That should. Thought, I don't know if we want to end it there. I have this thing about...
What do you got, man? What do you got?
I don't have all the details of it. But I think it's worth maybe just fucking touching on here, man.
Dude, rack it up, man.
Dude,
Fuck.
you ever heard of Macau?
Yes.
Dude.
Yes. Let's
Dude.
go. What do you got?
Dude.
Rack it up.
So, Macau.
Dude, you know how many cigarettes I would smoke if I ever set foot in Macau, dude?
Yeah.
I'm buying 6 cartons at the airport.
Contrary to popular belief, the number one gambling capital on the planet is not Las Vegas. Fucking Macau will make double, triple, 7 times as much as fucking Las Vegas makes in a year, dude. So this place is in fucking China, but it's formerly a Portuguese colony. But China got it back in like 98 or some shit like that. Fucking self-governing city, independent government, independent police. They fucking play by their own fucking rules, dude, okay? So, it's the only place in China where it's legal to gamble. They make... I mean, like I said, they make up to 7 times as much as fucking Vegas.
It's one of their administrative zones, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's like Hong Kong now.
Yes.
Like,
Yes. Exactly.
Hong Kong is where it used to be governed by the British. Now it's governed by the Chinese, and it's technically not part of China.
Correct.
But it's under their control.
Correct.
They could clamp an iron fist if they want,
Yeah.
but they're gonna let a lot of shit go.
So in Macau, they have about 38 casinos, dude. The MGM that they built there looks like a bunch of fucking sea containers.
This is like high rollers in Asia, where they're going.
Oh, this is the highest roll, dude. This is where the most money probably gets laundered on the planet. This is where every
100%.
fucking mob boss, every fucking gangster fucking comes here. The MGM that they built there is this thing. It's this massive structure building that looks like ship containers. And it was $3.4 billion fucking dollars to build. It's bigger than a New York City block. It's fucking massive. You can bet up to $1 million on a hand, like on a fucking Tuesday night, dude. Tuesday afternoon, you can bet up to like a fucking $1 million per hand. James Packer's this Australian fucking entrepreneur businessman, and he wants to fucking open up a casino, and he wants to use the model that the fucking the guys who came up with the idea of setting this up in Macau, basically. Use the same idea and build it in Australia. Okay, the guy who created the whole fucking thing in Macau, his name is Stanley Ho. This dude is like the fucking brainchild of this whole thing, and he's like, dude, Macau is gonna be a fucking cash cow, dude. This is the fucking place, dude. But Stanley's got a couple connections. Never labeled a triad, but we call him triad adjacent, okay? He's got some friends, he's got some connections. The guy who gave him backing, Yip Han or something like that, fucking triad, well-known triad guy, fucking heroin trafficker. So anyways, Stanley Ho in 98 by the CIA, I believe. Let me see. The CIA calls him a triad associate. This guy, like, people are starting to understand that this guy really is fucking tied to this mob. But he's a businessman. He fucking just wants to fucking keep on making more money out of fucking Macau that he can. So Stanley Ho and that guy, the Australian dude, James Packer, they created a joint venture in 2003. And Stanley Ho was kind of running the whole thing. But because he was getting pressed on the fact that he has triad ties, it was tough for him to get licenses and shit. So he gives it to his 29-year-old son to take over. Okay? And
Who's this 29-year-old? What's he about?
He's one of those kids, like, he's a Ted. He's a fucking Ted.
He's a Ted.
Yeah. Ted,
He's a fucking
Ted Binion.
He's a fugazi, dude.
Yeah, dude. He doesn't know what the fuck.
He's a fugazi.
So long story short, because this could be a whole fucking episode too. But the main thing is,
Oh, the Asian crime syndicates?
dude.
Fuck yeah, let's
Yeah,
go,
dude.
dude.
But the whole fucking thing about Macau is just that it's constantly laundering money from every fucking mob organization internationally, dude. It's fucking.
So how do you think it works? How do you think it works?
So big spenders. Oh, that's it. So they have these guys that they call the big spenders. They're allowed to bring.
Do you think they rig games?
I would say sometimes.
Because when you cash money, like the classic example in a movie is what's the Chris Pine bank robbing movie? That movie fucking rules, dude. Hell or High Water.
That movie's amazing.
They rob a bunch of banks for the petty cash. They don't get any of the marked bills. They go to the casino. When you go to a casino and ask for chips, they don't ask you where it comes from.
Yeah.
But when you cash out, you have to file like a W-2 or it's not a W-2, but whatever the fucking tax form is, you have to declare the money.
Right.
If you leave the casino with the money.
So that's just it. So they have these guys at certain casinos here in Macau that would come in with just millions of dollars, and they would come in and they could gamble with it,
Lose a little bit,
but you could lose it. You could lose all of it.
but then
But if
they cash out.
Yeah, if you gain money, you keep the money. But if you lose it, you just fucking whatever. At least the money is fucking.
I think though there might be a cap. Like I'll be
for
honest,
sure.
there might be the cap. I don't know what the laws are of casinos, especially in Asia.
Well, dude,
$1
million.
Sorry.
$1 million.
I just wanted a bit of Rodney there. Hey, we're all gonna get laid.
$1 million hands, dude.
If you bring $1 million worth of cash into a casino, Well,
I'm
is there a point where they ask you how, like, is there any paperwork involved? I guess that's my question.
I'm telling you,
probably not there.
I'm
probably,
telling you,
probably not in Macau.
from the information that I saw of this place,
The information that I've gathered,
Yeah.
says no.
it's the guys coming in and being like, "Here's $50 million. I'm just gonna go use this," and they're pretty much like, "We'll take you right up to the VIP area."
Yep. Okay, let's take you to the Pai Gow table. High stakes, of course.
Yeah. I
Oh,
don't.
wait, you a big Pai Gow guy? You ever play Pai Gow?
I played it once. I heard.
It's like if you want to sit at a casino, it's like Keno. If you want to sit at a casino for like 4 hours.
If you're saying, for example, if you just want to play Pai Gow.
Yeah,
But
go to like
played
the
Pai
high
Gow.
stakes Pai Gow, like $5,000 a hand. $5,000 a fucking.
But also, you if you're a mob boss and you're gonna go wash your fucking money here at these casinos in Macau, you're gonna send 2, 3 of your guys. Some other asshole's gonna send 2, 3, 6 of his guys. It's my last point of what we're basically touching on right now is that it is just the central hub. Considering, like, they're just talking about how much money they think gets clean through there, and this guy's like, probably like every dollar that everybody's ever touched.
No, hey, listen, this is the last one. It's going to be a quick one. All right?
Yeah.
The hotel and casino, the Dunes.
Okay.
All right. This was one of the first classic hotels of classic Vegas. Classic 70s mob Vegas.
Yeah.
We're talking its implosion in 1995. This was the first implosion of a hotel and casino in Vegas history.
I'm curious to know what an implosion looks like.
It's fucking wild, dude. And here's the thing. This was the first one. So let me just set the scene, man. So Japanese businessman buys it in like 1992 for hundreds of millions of dollars. Can't get it going. Because the mob was like, fuck it. We're losing money. Like, how are we losing money? Oh, because everybody's been arrested. And we can't launder money here anymore. Oh, okay. So they sell it to this fucking Japanese businessman. He realizes, like, fuck. He sells it at a loss to Steve Wynn.
Yeah.
Remember I mentioned blind guy.
Yeah.
So
His face looks like a fucking
Steve Wynn
leather
goes-
face from Texas Chainsaw. I mean,
yeah. Hell yeah. He goes, fuck this. I'm building a new casino there. I want to tear this thing down. And he goes, wait a minute. Let's make a spectacle out of this. So across the street is the Treasure Island Casino. And out front is a big fake pirate ship. All right? So at the time of the explosion, oh, and also, first of all, I should mention, this is a massive event. They announced this. They're like, we're going to implode the casino. 200,000 people showed up in the streets to watch, like at a distance.
yeah.
And the cops, like, it was a well-regulated event. The cops have it walled off. Every local news station did like an hour special report on this, dude.
How did they fuck this up, dude?
They didn't fuck it up. It's just crazy. Like, they're blowing up a building and 200,000 people showed up. They got a fucking orchestra playing music. It's on the loudspeaker.
Oh my god.
Steve Wynn comes on. Tropicana. Blah, blah, blah. Fire your guns. So they had the hotel across the street. Fake fire guns.
Yeah.
And then the casino lights up. And this is at night, by the way. This is at like 8 at night.
Insane.
And there's choppers. There's fucking
Showmanship, dude.
News 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Vegas doesn't do anything poorly.
Yeah,
you get what I'm
dude.
saying? Everything's a fucking event.
Dude, you know who
this
wouldn't
is
get-
fucking genius.
You know who wouldn't get fucking hired a fucking day in Vegas, dude?
Who's that?
Eric Bischoff, dude.
Dude.
Wouldn't get fucking hired anywhere. in
Steve
Vegas.
McMahon. Vince McMahon is Steve Wynn.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon is Steve Wynn. They're the same fucking guy.
Yeah.
Just one is jacked as fuck, and the other one is just probably had people killed, dude.
One of them has, well, they both have their fucking faces stapled to the back of their necks.
True.
But
True. Great tans, by the way.
Great tan.
That's what they have in common. Great tans.
You can't sell pale in Vegas, dude. You can't sell pale.
Nah,
in Vegas.
not even a fucking question. Please tell me we're recording. We are. Thank Christ. So, anyways, it's this massive fucking 200,000 people are watching in the streets.
Yeah.
All right, Steve, Tropicana, fire your guns. The fake thing, and then like literally, it looks like it's fucking crazy. It's like the colors the explosion makes of this implosion at night. It's like orange, dark, like it's insane. There's a fucking giant sign in the front that blows up. Everything blows up.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so what comes next? A giant smoke plume covering everything in sight. This was fucking 9/11, dude. This was a building being blown up and demolished.
At night, dude.
And all of it.
Like a fucking bunch of...
Just all of a sudden, everybody's like, oh, fuck. The smoke clouds are fucking massive.
Oh, my God.
And of course, the fire department is there because it's part of the whole thing. And they're just pouring water on this fucking dilapidated building now.
Yeah.
They all drive up after it falls and just start pouring water. But, dude, this smoke cloud, all of a sudden, like, I watched the news broadcast. Literally 5 minutes later, they cut down to the guy on the scene. He's wearing a fucking raincoat and an M95 mask and goggles. And he's going, well, Steve, it's just like, it's just everybody's covered in soot. Like,
Yeah.
It was just like hilarious, dude. What did people think was going to happen?
Yeah, dude.
Like,
oh, my God, dude.
so here's why this is important. This sets off a trend of imploding old ass hotels to build new ones in Vegas. They did this 14 more times in Las Vegas history.
Oh, my God.
Literally blowing up a building. Blowing it up. And you know what they put there instead? Over the dunes? The Bellagio. And it cost $2 billion to build it.
That's